What the heck is up, everyone? We finally have full patch notes. It's time. We get to see what we get in 2 days.
Yeah.
So a lot of this is going to be information we've already seen, but there's a lot of new information to go through. So we're going to get right into it and try not to commentate too much. We're just going to try to give you the details.
Yeah, this one's a long one. Greetings, Summoners, and welcome to Marvel Realm of Champions version 3.0 update. By the might of the All-Father, we have godly amount of information to get through, which we hope you will receive with thunderous applause. Version 3.0 is our most significant update yet, and we are so excited to have all of you with us on this journey. From arrival of Thor to new features and game modes, there's lots to explore. So let's get into these updates quick. Oh, quick like lightning, sorry. They had one more pun in there for us. So here's Thor right here. War Thor has called forth her champion to fight for justice in the battle world. Thor begins... Oh, Thor brings with him 2 weapons, Mjolnir and Stormbreaker. Check out the full breakdown of Thor's abilities here.
I'm very sad to say.
Can't click on that.
Yeah, we unfortunately don't have access to that, so...
Yeah, so we're gonna have to wait just like everybody else.
Just like you guys.
Next. Okay, so this is his first weapon here, Mjolnir. Mjolnir transforms Thor into an engage-focused frontline bruiser designed to initiate and disrupt team fights, sparking your teammates to follow up for tons of damage. Mjolnir enables Thor to mitigate direct damage by applying weakness to enemies and generating armor-up buffs for himself. Additionally, using skill 1 called God of Thunder makes Thor tenacious, reducing the duration of enemy crowd control, enabling Thor to maneuver through fights more effectively. Mjolnir introduces a brand new mechanic into MROC called Charge Abilities. Charging your abilities by holding down on the screen, similar to using heavy attacks, improves their effectiveness in battle. Alright, so they gave us, like, even though we didn't get to see it in the last slide there, they gave us a little breakdown of what his first skill does. So it seems like it reduces the duration of crowd control. So like what those, I think it's Cap, he has boots that do something like this. And
they gave us like a little bit of like a sneak peek on what he's going to be able to do too, like saying he disrupts and stuff like that.
Tenacious, reducing, yeah, okay. And then, yeah, charge ability. So whether that's just on the hammer or if it's going to be on the axe as well, we will see. So his second weapon here, Stormbreaker. With the power of Stormbreaker, Thor becomes a high damage dealing attacker. Stormbreaker enables Thor to deal consistent cleave damage with his God of Thunder, so the first skill, and Lightning Whirlwind, the second skill. Stormbreaker's Titan Killer, the third skill, can instantly execute enemies sitting on low health, enabling him to engage and end fights quickly. To help Stormbreaker, Thor access priority targets. The God of Thunder special ability, SA1, also provides crowd control duration reduction, allowing this juggernaut to shrug off any pests that get in the way of him and his target. Okay, so it sounds like his third skill, it even says it's an execute. So those generally are between 15 and 30% they'll be able to execute someone. I don't know if it would be something like that for this, or if it would be like an actual amount of health. And Lightning Whirlwind, it sounds like the hammer spin, right?
Similar.
Only they said something about charge up abilities, so maybe you can like hold it down and he starts spinning faster and faster while he slides along or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see what happens with that.
I'm sure when we get the full breakdown, we'll know more.
Yeah, those both look like pretty cool weapons. The first one, he's like full tank mode. The second one, he's more like a real fighter bruiser style guy. All right, next one.
New World Quest.
Are you gonna read it?
No.
Okay. The New World Quest Black Mirror. An alliance of houses has discovered that the dangerous weapon from the Isle of Agamotto has fallen into the hands of Scar, warlord of the Gamma Horde. They must band together to reclaim it from his grip before he learns how to use it properly. Meanwhile, Scar sends a trusted lieutenant to deal with the onslaught of champions from this alliance. and a new adaptoid mutation begins to emerge with explosive results. Okay, so they're gonna have like like some of the adaptoids are gonna be like the suicide guys. They run in there with a bomb and just blow up on everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. For anyone that doesn't know Scars, he's like one of the Hulk guys. He's been in the story. I think he was the guy that we used to have behind us. I think that might have been Scar.
Yeah.
Alright, next one. New features, World Quest Experience Showdown.
Chad, I've been waiting for this one.
I've been waiting for this one forever. Showdown is a new 3v1 co-op PvE game mode that pits you and 2 allies against Scar. This powerful giant packs a punch, so come prepared. Showdown will be available at select times throughout the event's duration, so keep an eye out for your chance to fight the mighty Scar. Select times? Ugh!
Yeah, that kind of sucks. But
Yeah, I thought that this was going to be like a new game mode, not just like a new thing.
Yeah.
A side thing.
I thought it was gonna be like a
Alright.
world boss or something.
Yeah,
But that's still cool though. Still super cool.
Yeah.
And it's cool because you can do it with your alliance to like practice or like your friends just to hang out. Like
We'll
there's
see if
no-
it's like something that you actually can farm or if it's like one of the World Quest things where you just do it like
do it
once a week.
once. Yeah.
Alright, now this one is all the things that we've already went through. So the gear levels, and they have a little link there that you can click on if you're on their like actual web page. Summoner's Journey, the Seasons one, Pinnacle Quest one.
If you don't know about any of that content, feel free to check out our prior videos.
Check out our prior videos. We did a video on each one of these.
Yep.
See here. This right here. Stronghold is dead. Long live Pinnacle Quest. So yeah.
Goodbye, Stronghold.
Yeah, poor Stronghold. Had potential, but nope.
If you missed our stream yesterday, we did a couple Strongholds just to say farewell. So check that out if you want to see it one last time.
Alright, updates and quality of life changes. Currency overflow. Okay, so purchasing or obtaining gear shards and components from non-battle, non-scrapping sources will now be added over the resource cap. So in the milestone things, I don't know if it was the same for you guys, but you're like leveling up through your champion and then it would give you the components at like
That's not
the
what
ones
it's
that
talking about. It's talking about the shards.
and components.
Oh, I apologize.
So yeah, so as you're like progressing through the BR, your champion, I think it's on the ones that don't give you gear, they give you components. And I know I've collected them when I was already at max cap, and it just gives you nothing. So that'll be nice for new players, even though I think they're taking that away. So there's going to be another way to get them, obviously.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Probably through the Summoner's Journey. It'll probably
Summoner.
be the exact same thing, I'm assuming. Gear generation improvements. All weapon-specific enhancements are now restricted to the third enhancement slot of any gear piece. This means gear pieces with conflicting stats, like shock power and cold power on a single item, will no longer generate. So that kind of is a good thing and a bad thing. Now you won't be able to roll double. Double rolls of these won't exist anymore. So if you have a double crushing power roll on your Hulk or double piercing power on Spider-Man or something like those are gone now. So sucks for that, but at the same time you won't get those items that have the shock power and the cold power, or like the shock power with blizzard power. Like those types of things aren't going to happen anymore. So that's better. At least the one stat's not completely wasted depending on which item or weapon you're using. And then the new battle rating bracket, Avenger. So go from 1200 to 1500, and then yeah, that's the Avenger.
You know what I do wonder, sorry, quickly about the gear thing though? Like, maybe since they're moving the power and the health up, it's not actually going to be losing a stat.
Well, that would mean that all the gear would gain a stat then, you're thinking?
Like, not that it's gaining one, because it's only going to have 3 stats now, right?
Like an epic you're talking about?
Yeah.
An epic, well yeah, it's got 4 stats right now.
So it's only going to have 3.
And then it's going to have 3, yeah.
So it's just not losing one, is kind of what I'm saying. Because the health is being moved up.
Yeah, but, so that means that you can only get weapon-specific things on epics, right?
Oh,
because
true,
rares
okay.
only have 2 substats
Okay,
below
okay,
the
yeah.
main stat, yeah.
Okay.
next one. Reward changes. This one's gonna be on you. I can't read those
Yep.
two spells.
With the introduction of Summoner's Journey and the revamp of how gear works in our game, we've made a number of changes to reward distribution for overall better experience. We hope these changes will allow players to have more agency over how they spend their time in game and feel a consistent sense of meaningful progression. So here's some of the what they changed, I guess. So reduce the drop rate on common gear rewards from conquest mode to reduce inventory management. Thank goodness. Remove the total BR rating milestones and move their rewards into Summoner's Journey.
Oh, we were talking about that on the last one, yep.
Yep. World quests now have daily objectives while active, so that's kind of cool. Moved ISO 9 from combat rewards to daily and weekly objectives. Reduced gear level locks to allow faster access to gear, which is really going to be awesome for new players. Moved components rewards out of Arena Conquest to Pinnacle Quest and Deathmatch to provide the modes with stronger reward identity, which is nice, but like it does kind of suck that now we have to farm. So like if it's
But hopefully they give a lot more as well.
yeah.
Because right now a win in deathmatch gives you 80
Yeah,
and a loss gives you 60 or whatever. If they like double that up,
that's
or
way worth it.
maybe topped it up just a little bit more,
It's worth it.
yeah, then that would give it a stronger identity and make you want to farm it.
Mm-hmm. So significantly increase the drop rates for rares and epics in store crates. Ooh! Tier 2 catalysts are now available in Alliance event milestone rewards, so that's really dope for new players. And here we fucking go, guys. Big news here. Tier 3 catalysts are now available. Be on the lookout for the next tier of rank up material. There we go. Oh. Sorry, there we go. So we are gonna have level 4s soon.
Well, it doesn't seem like soon because it doesn't tell you how to get them at all. So
Yeah,
who
like,
knows
not
how long it's going to take us to get.
Soon,
Is it 10?
soon, but-
I think it's 10.
Is that how much it is?
And you have to have
All the tier 2s.
30 tier 2s, I think.
But they're gonna be giving them in events and stuff now. Like the
Well,
Alliance
and
events.
right now, most players seem to be sitting around 10, I think, or 11 or something like that.
I think it's a little bit higher because they gave out some from the...
Oh, that's what, just because we were at 7 before that last event.
No, we got some from the weekly calendar is what I'm trying to say. I think we're at like...
Well, that's
13.
what I'm talking about. That, like, this last 2 weeks, everyone was kind of around 7 before that.
Yeah, I just think we
Yeah.
got 6.
Okay. Well, either way, we're not even at 30 right now.
Yeah.
Of the tier 2s.
And we all know we're going to be spending the 10 on Thor.
Yeah, we're going to spend the 10 on Thor. And then there's just one last point here.
Yeah, so scrapping gear now returns champion-specific components for upgrading gear. So that's really awesome. That's going to be a good way to get
Yeah, so
components.
that kind of takes away from the identity of Arena Quest and Pinnacle West quests, right? Because
Little bit.
you'll scrap gear for the components instead of playing those modes. But alright, that's fine. Next. Targeting. Auto-targeting will now prioritize low health enemies.
This is the, like, honestly, probably the most exciting thing.
Finally.
I've read on it.
HUD improvements. Added ally portraits in combat that display health as an indicator if their special 3 is ready to be used. So, on the side of the screen, so I'd assume like right along this side, where you kind of are attacking, it'll have like the 3 portraits, or the 2 portraits of your teammates. And yeah, it'll show their health. So you won't have to actually be able to see them to know how much health they have. Because I know sometimes when they're near the top of the screen, you can't see their health bar. You just see them walking around back and forth, and then they just flop over and die. And you didn't know that they were at no health, so you didn't go in to try and help them at all. And it'll also show if their SP3's ready, which will be really good for people who don't use comms. That's for sure. Yeah, that'll help a lot, actually. That's a big part of the meta right now, is with the double Spider-Man Hulk. Like, you have to know if your Hulk has his ult, and this will be a way that you'll be able to see it. And yeah, I'm assuming that those will be along the side, but we'll see where they decide to put them. Alright, the balance stuff. So, first we have the Hurricane Flail. While Storm has been performing exceptionally well as a utility powerhouse, she has been too niche to be useful in most situations. We're giving her damage boost to make her less reliant on her teammates to compensate for her relatively low offensive potential.
Nice.
I never found that she needed more damage, but...
For Windflow, she kind of did. You were doing, like, 5%. Like, you just...
Well, like, how much did you do? Like, how much were your attacks doing? Like, were they doing, like...
You don't light attack as Windstorm.
Well, that's kind of... Okay, let's get into the buffs first, and then we'll... So,
yeah.
Light attack, Zephyr Blade, so, okay, that's the name of it. Improved attack power ratio by 22%. Alright, heavy attack, Kimbunga? Okay. Improved attack power ratio by 14%. Improved Wind Fury attack power ratio by 20%, so it'll make the Wind Fury even more important on yourself. And then Wrath of Serengeti, improved special power ratio by 26%.
28.
Oh, that's an 8? Okay. Fine, 28%. So that's going to do more damage. So, yeah, so they're boosting her lights and heavies, and I always found that she was
her
right
heavy
in line.
was only doing about 235.
235? That's pretty nice.
Not when you look at Ice Storm and it can do 500. 235 is like a crit.
Well, you had to put on all the right gear to do that much with Ice Storm, but yeah.
I was wearing the same gear though, but yeah.
Oh, you were using the same gear? Okay. I never played Windstorm, I have no clue about this. But I played against her. She's super annoying.
Yep. And they didn't like boost it like crazy, the damage, so.
The Wind Fury, that 20%, I guess 22%'s a lot actually, Gil. That's noticeable.
It's noticeable, yeah.
Alright, Lightning Staff for Storm. Storm's Lightning is one of the highest special damage casters in the game. We are bringing back some of her zap with a small bump to her chain lightning damage. Improved special power ratio by 5%. So that is the smallest bump ever, and she was already almost useless.
So I don't know if that's enough, but...
Nothing's changing here. Alright, the Orb. Sorcerer Supreme's Crimson Bands of... whatever that says. Offers the longest duration of stun in the game, but her vulnerability during the cast and the relative low damage made it difficult to use in small engagements. We are making improvements to her most powerful specials to allow her to more consistently deal solo damage and increase the maximum potential when played with a well-coordinated team. Alrighty.
Knowing when the Hulk ults up is going to be really helpful for that.
Yep. And also the vice versa of that.
No,
the Hulk knowing that the orb's up, so then he can get ready, like not just waste his SP3, just wait for that sorceress to grab someone and stomp him out. Alright, so special 2. Improved max curse damage, special power ratio by 100%. So they're putting it right back to where it was, essentially, because they did a 50% nerf and then 100% puts it right back. Mm-hmm. Adjusted the max curse damage special power ratio to properly utilize power. So they're adding back in the scaling from just her regular power because they took that away as well. So it's just going right back to where it was.
Not quite, but yeah.
That's pretty much... that might be better even. I'd have to go back and look
because it's just SP2 though. But
older ones. Have to go back and look at the nerf one to see how much... Because it says here that it's going to be 1, so a 1-to-1 ratio. Mm-hmm. So I wonder what it was before. Was it 1 or was it like... higher or lower a little bit. Mm-hmm. But either way, doesn't matter. And then the special 3, improved special power ratio by 21%. So that gives it back about half of what they took away for that one. That might give her enough, but the main thing is how horrible her heal is.
Yeah, I think that was the problem. They didn't touch that.
Yeah, but like this actually makes it like... Now, there's a difference between the orb and the book, maybe? Well, I guess we'll have to see if the book gets any type of stuff. But, yeah. That now the orb will have this dot damage and the big stun, and the book will be just the weakness circle thing.
Sustain,
yeah. Yeah, and then the shield. Okay, yeah, so that was it for that one.
Web shooters. Web warriors are versatile harassers, support champions. However, they can also be an extremely lethal assassin when their specials are comboed together. We are reducing the route duration of his web sling, giving his opponents a brief window to dash safely to avoid blockbuster. We are also reducing the route duration of his hanging out, forcing Web Warrior to play much more aggressively if they hope to capitalize on a lucky long-range route. So special 1 Web Sling, reduce route duration by 0.2 seconds. Special 2 Hanging Out, reduce route duration by 0.5 seconds. These changes are to maintain.
They don't have a picture for the Gatling shooter. I think they made a mistake there. Yeah, they don't have a picture for the Gatling shooter. But this is, Gatling shooter, and they're just reducing the web sling route duration as well on it.
Yep.
So, sure.
Makes sense.
Yep.
So you're going to have to get that SP2 off even quicker. I don't even know if you're going to be able to get it off in time.
Yeah, it'll give them that, 0.2 seconds that they needed.
Well, I think it's only going to be 0.1 seconds actually in the long run, because I think right now you have a 0.1 second where you can still even get them.
You can try, but you never actually get away from it unless you have to go kind of on an angle so that you go so that because if 2 of them hit you get rooted.
So yeah,
so if you go
backwards
on an angle, sometimes you only get hit by 1, and sometimes if you dash straight at them, you can get behind them or whatever. But
dashing backwards, you get hit by 2. So
yeah, dashing backwards away from them, you always get hit by 2.
Makes sense.
So this might give you enough time to get far enough away that these don't hit you. Mm-hmm. But we will see. This special 2 hanging out on the web shooter, I never really found that one to be a horrible problem. But I guess if they wanted to reduce it, sure. It's really hard to hit because they have to hit you with all of them, you know.
Yep.
So I really wonder how long is the route from the special 2, and if it's a second and a half, and that's how they're getting the parity between the weapons here, or maybe they are going to leave it at 2 seconds because you have to be right in their face to do it. Mm-hmm. We will see. Next.
So
good old Super Soldier.
Super Soldier Classic Shield. We are improving Super Soldier across the board, boosting his damage and improving his availability of his abilities and the duration of assemble. Cap is a force to be reckoned with, especially in a prolonged engagement. His powerful T-buff can be used to turn the tides of a battle, and his clutch shield throw stuns are now available with greater frequency. Which is gonna suck, because that's a pain in the ass.
But no one plays Vibe Cap as much right now, and this is the second patch in a row that he's getting major buffs, which is pretty wild. So they recognized that he was extremely underpowered, and now they're giving him back.
Yeah, they're trying to
giving
fix
him some power.
So let's see here. Light attack, improved attack power ratio by 15%. Heavy attack, improved attack power by 8%. Improved armor buff by...
No, just wait. Where are you going?
Right there.
It says light attack Patriot.
Yeah, I read that.
Yeah, and then light attack assemble Patriot punch. So that's while his that's while his alt's on. It's 15% as well. So that just keeps the same ratio. And then
just so you know, you just copied the same thing twice. There. It's only there once. Just so you know. Right?
No, I think you're on the wrong. Yeah, you're on the wrong one. She's looking at the next slide already.
Sorry, guys.
All right.
My bad. I apologize.
So heavy attack shield block improved attack power ratio by 40%, and they improved it last time by 40%. So that's huge. Improved armor buff, 100% more armor. Is that what it's trying to say here?
Yeah. So instead of plus.
Oh no, it was already 100% armor. They're plus. It used to be plus 215. Now they're making it plus 300. So that's a lot more armor, actually. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's plus the 100 armor plus the 300. Yeah. So.
Yeah. So they give you a. So when you have your shield up, so now we know, I guess, actually. When you have your shield up, it gives you 100% of whatever armor you already have, so you're probably around 100 if you're capped. That's what I kind of find people are at, unless you build a lot of armor or whatever. But that's just putting on basic gear. Get around 100, and then now they're giving us an extra 85. So that's a lot of armor. You'd be at, what, 500? And if you actually build a lot of armor, I'm sure people are going to get around 6 or so when they have their block up. 600 armor, yeah, that should be like almost all damage, even from the back or whatever. Heavy attack, no shield, heavy kick. So this is something that I didn't even know. I guess when you throw your shield, since it's got that travel time, you can still heavy attack and you kick them.
Oh, really?
I guess. I'm going to have to try that out. I'm going to have to try that out tonight.
Interesting.
Maybe that's something new for version 3, but I really don't think so. I don't think they would have not said that that's
they were
something
adding
new.
it.
Yeah. Special one, Freedom Strike. Improved power ratio by 50%, but they're changing it from attack power to special power. So this is a lot like what they did to Hulk.
Yep.
They're taking away his attack power, stealing on his abilities. And increasing the cooldown. Okay. So I guess they found his skill 1 was too powerful? Or is it just because they're decreasing the cooldown of the shield throw, so they're not letting you have so many abilities all the time?
Maybe they're not letting you have so many abilities all the time, yeah.
Okay, so improved special power ratio of the shield throw power by 15%. Small little damage buff there. Improve the cooldown time from 8 to 5. That's a really big reduction. And then the assemble improved buff duration from 6 seconds to 8 seconds. Yeah. Alright. Would have been cool if they would have added something into assemble, because right now, I don't know. Just gives you that little boost.
I find some people can use it efficiently, but it's tough.
Yeah.
Your team has to be really aware of it and what's going on, and it helps if the other team doesn't clue in.
Yeah, a lot of the time when I see that symbol come above their heads, just run. Just let that run out for the 6 seconds. So I guess adding 2 more seconds.
Now
maybe that'll help. Yeah,
you have to wait. Yeah.
It'll be a long time to run away.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of the exact same thing with SS Book Shield. What you do is when they use their ult, you just engage full steam, right? Especially the Book Shield. You're invincible for 4 seconds or however long it is.
Yeah,
maybe
so
it's 6 seconds actually.
Yeah.
Looking at this one, maybe 6 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. Next, the Arc Shield.
Super Soldier's Arc Shield charges boosts his other attacks and specials to maintain parity with Classic Shield. However, Crackdown is getting a slight adjustment. While still an extremely powerful special ability, we are making some adjustments to allow his opponents a brief opportunity to avoid the stun on the first hit. Because of the increased cast time, we are refunding the cooldown of Super Soldier
if Super Soldier is interrupted.
Thank you. Allowing him to use his special 3 with less risk of interruption or a KO, shutting him down and taking his hard-earned ultimate charge.
I hope they did that to a lot of other people, because that's happened to me with so many champions.
And
you
just
press
stops.
the alt and you just die right away.
Yeah, then you lose it. Yeah.
Oh, it sucks so bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so light attack, Patriot Punch, the 15% again, of course. The heavy attack here, Force Shield, improved attack power ratio, only by 8%. The other one was 40. And then the same improved armor buff that they did on the other one for sure. Freedom Strike, the exact same stuff that they did, it seems. So it makes them both the exact same, of course. Arc Bash, so the stupid, annoying AoE stun. Improved special power ratio by, is that a 5?
9.
It's a 9? Yeah. 9%'s a lot better than 5. Put it that way. Crackdown added a short refund window on cast. Okay. And adjust timing for the ability's initial hit. Yeah, because he could, if you pushed it, it was almost instant.
Almost
it was so
instant.
quick.
It was so frustrating.
Yeah, he'd push it before he got stunned when the Hulk landed and stuff like that. Or I don't know how it worked, but he wasn't getting stunned.
Yeah.
So hopefully they fix that too, because that was so annoying. You jump on him and he ults you.
Yeah.
Black Panther's Vibranium Spear. These changes are made to maintain parity between her weapons. Special 1 Kinetic Burst, increased cooldown by 2 seconds. So if anyone was ever wondering why the spear always had shields,
it was 2 seconds.
It was 2 seconds less than the claws.
Yeah.
So it makes a lot of sense.
Yep.
Alright, that's interesting to know. I never even knew they were different. All right, the next thing, bug fixes and improvements, and I just jammed all this on one slide.
Guys, we are not really going to go through this. There are some really important things. The AI is being fixed on the bots. It's going to be really nice. They already covered the targeting with the low champs.
Are you reading through it too?
I was like, kind of. So like there's a couple notable things. Your heal's not going to show anymore, so you're going to have to know your heal. They fixed issues with...
They fixed, when people warp back to the boat off. They said they
that was a
fixed
huge
that.
one. Yeah.
Fixed a case where abilities become locked. And the abilities just go like to this black thing and you can't click them. That was so annoying.
Yeah. Those are two big ones.
Fixed an issue with Gamma Bomb and Crackdown. They'd like the circle underneath your player and then the circle of the ability Gamma Bomb or Crackdown. If they were touching even like a hair, you'd get knocked down even though like your foot wasn't in it. It's so annoying. So they said they're fixing that. Gamma Bomb getting stuck on the walls. They're saying that that's not going to happen anymore. You'll actually be able to jump the walls.
Gosh.
Fixed an issue where stamina was incorrectly used if a dash was attempted while you were rooted. This was so annoying because you'd waste your dashes while you're rooted trying to dash out. Jade Rage would not remove active roots, so now it will. That's cool. So he goes in rage and he breaks all the roots off of them. Like, that's how it should have been the first time.
They said that last patch.
No, they didn't actually say this part of it, though.
Oh, okay. The breaking it part? Okay.
Fixed an issue where a champion could play combat animations at the victory screen. Okay, whatever, that doesn't matter. Arc-shaped hits had, like, huge hitboxes, so, like, any of the shots that, like, spun like that, they'd hit you, like, out of nowhere. They're stupid. Fixed an issue where explosions were dealing more damage. I think that, people were getting hit by both sides of the explosion. They were taking damage from both sides of it or something, yeah. Just all little fixes.
I highly recommend going through this, just so you know. Like, actually, just to read through this part.
A lot of it's just, like, stupid stuff, too. Fixed an issue where the match MVP was only from the winning team. Like, who cares who the match MVP is?
Yeah.
That's about all of them. Oh, fixed an issue that allowed web shooter Gatling shooters to apply multiple root debuffs to the same target with sticking around. That's what I think was happening, why people were like you get rooted forever.
Yeah.
But whatever. And then a lot of AI fixes. They pretty much say that the AI is going to fight with you, target the low health people, and actually do something. Mm-hmm. Then they say they remove Stronghold. Awesome.
Bye-bye.
Fixed an issue that caused stamina regen attributes to generate lower than expected. I think I remember getting some gear and like, I know it was bad gear or whatever, but it had like 5 stamina regen on it. And like, the base is normally somewhere closer to 10. So having 5 is just horrible. Mm-hmm. And then many fixes for critical error bugs. There's a ton of them.
That sounds good.
So yeah. So they probably have their own slide just for that last one. That's just like ours, just a cluster of words.
Critical errors. Yeah.
All the different critical errors they happen, like for the stupidest reasons. Hopefully, I didn't see anywhere in here that people were getting stuck on the spectator mode camera. Hopefully that one gets fixed.
Oh, the zombie glitch.
Yeah. Hopefully they fix the one with the one Sorcerer Supreme necklace where you go like immortal. You know that one?
The immortal glitch?
Yeah, that one's kind
I haven't seen that one recently though.
No, and we've never had it happen to us either. We've only had it happen
to me.
Oh, no, I mean like we were never playing against someone who got it. It's always been off of us getting
it.
Yeah. So we haven't seen how annoying it is to play against.
I think I have been against it one time.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Because I remember complaining about it in general, but that's okay.
Yeah, so that's pretty much all the stuff. 3.0 sounds awesome.
So much information.
That Showdown wasn't what I thought it was. But that's why you don't get too hyped up about everything. Alright, so that's it for this one.
Sorry for the length of this video, guys, but like, you don't have to read it. This is massive. This is a lot of information, a lot of fixes, a lot of new things coming, a lot of new game modes. Obviously, we do know a bunch of information already. We went through it before. Make sure you check those out if you haven't seen them already. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And we go live every single day at 9 p.m. EST on, sometimes we're a little late, on Twitch. So if you want to catch us live, you can check us out there. And yeah, thank you everybody.
Yeah, and we'll have another video as soon as they release what Thor's abilities are.
Yeah, we'll be coming up with
We'll
that.
be coming out with another video for that one for sure.
And if you haven't downloaded Marvel Realm of Champions, make sure you download that right now.
All right, everybody. See y'all later.